Everyone needs to fucking start finding their own gift and bring that forward. And if more people were doing that and less people were marketing, fuck, you'd have one more poker vlogger on the planet. I can't fucking vlog about poker. What the fuck? Alright, well, here's my game. Okay, I decided to kill two birds with one stone because I'm getting awfully tired of editing, and I know I'm gonna have to go back through all this footage to do the speaking part, so I'm gonna just do it now and do all that fun cut and paste stuff that you guys love so much. Hey look, I made my bed. I'm playing the game. Shh, don't tell anyone. Yeah, so I'm editing footage from the last home game that I filmed. I play with my friends every weekend. And here's the thing, I really wish I could help people to understand about poker and about marketing strategies and about how fucking crazy this world is. The problem is I'm never gonna get any attention because I like to learn stuff. So I'm always moving from one thing to the next and using all of my many multiple talents to have a magical life. And I can't like focus on one thing like small-minded people do. God, I'm such an asshole. I sound like such an asshole. But when you think at a certain level of intelligence, it's really weird. It's like there's this like understanding of what reality is and this awareness of people's level of awareness of it. And so you start to see like how everything is happening and why it's happening. But like so some part of you refuses to like get involved too deeply into the joke of it when when you realize how stupid everything is. It's like, it's sad almost when you realize like how brainwashed people are and how ignorant they are, and you like can't relate to how this could be so prevalent. It's challenging, and it's like, I was talking to someone the other day, and I was telling him, you know, like, I was having a bad day. I was really upset, and he wanted to hang out, and I was trying to explain why I didn't think that was a good idea. And I basically said, you know, look, I'm just having one of those days where I realize what everything is and what everyone has succumbed to and what's happening to people that they don't even realize is happening to them. And I'm just not feeling like socializing because I don't want to hold up this face of what people are supposed to do when they hang out together. And he was like, wake me up and show me what you see. And within, you know, like 5-10 minutes of talking, I know this guy isn't gonna wake up. I might be able to plant a few seeds, but it's like, you can't teach a college course to kindergartners. And that's why, unfortunately, so many people who choose to specialize on a certain topic can get like massive amounts of money teaching kindergartners when they're only in first grade. And for people like me who like learn things too quickly and move on to the next thing, and they're here to in this experience to learn as much as possible instead of be myopic and think that you have to do this program. It's a very weird world for people like me, and it's difficult to explain that to people without making them feel belittled. But like I rarely meet people that are smarter than me. Like I if I meet you and you're smarter than me, I'm a goner. We're either going to be best friends for life or we're going to date or something. I don't know, but like those people like immediately become my group. It's like we meet each other and we know, like, it clicks, and you immediately know, like, haha, someone else who gets it. Very, very cool. But it's rare. It's super duper rare. And so most of the people that I socialize with are, I don't want to say anything mean about people or make it sound like I'm being mean, but most people are brainwashed to a certain extent that they are totally oblivious to and unaware of. And there's almost nothing you can do to penetrate it because it is a program, and programs are deeply stored in the subconscious. What happens though that I do know that I can do for people like that is I can plant seeds, and it's just as important. It's just that you're not going to see results like that. But I've learned to accept that I'm not going to see results like that, and it's okay. And I've learned to think like it doesn't matter if these charlatans have 500,000 viewers and they're selling garbage t-shirts and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about and they're making a massive living. That's fine, because that's what the system is, and they're playing the game, and if you want to play the game, you can accomplish things like that. But I fucking hate the whole marketing side of things. Like, I just recently learned I'm not supposed to dye my hair different colors because that changes my brand. Yeah, that's gonna happen. So it's a very strange world, and most people don't know. Even people who are like, yeah man, we're in the Matrix, they are not, they still don't get it. They still are doing all the Matrix stuff, and it's funny. And a lot of people, like, they actually really believe they're fully awake, and they want to teach me about stuff I already know. This happens all the time, and it's kind of funny. I'm trying to gently play along because I can plant a different kind of seed with those people. But for the most part, like, how long am I talking again? Oh my god. I meant to just give you a quick introduction to what I'm doing. I decided to go in a little bit of a different direction with the poker thing because I'm never going to be the person who is going to use this dumbass poker lingo you guys created over the last 10 years. I learned poker from playing poker, not from a book. And I talk about that in some recent Poker Chick videos where, like, you know, you guys are being sold, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you so that hopefully you will understand this, and if not, hopefully a seed will be planted so that you'll understand it later. You guys are being sold poker strategies by people who, you know, a lot of them aren't even winning players. And there's a middle ground that almost no one talks about. But this thing has gotten so popular with analyzing hands and using the lingo, and then we see bet, and then I did this, and blah, blah, blah. And it's really dumb for multiple reasons, but it's captivating to people, so I get it. I understand why you guys want to watch it. But I'm not going to do that because I don't believe in that, and there's a number of reasons for that. That would have to be a whole nother video that would take me another 20 minutes of talking. But instead I'm going to share with you my intuitive things that I do at the poker table. This is something people don't talk about. You guys, in fact, a lot of men actually completely discount intuition as playing into it at all. Some of you guys are smart, you know what I'm talking about. You talk about getting a read, or, you know, like a new age person would call it a vibe. I'm walking these two worlds where so many people are indoctrinated into things I can see aren't real or true, and so it's going to be challenging to pierce the void. But like combining two totally different types of people into what the different things that I'm into, it's just an experiment I'm trying. But anyway, I want to share with people the intuitive side of poker, and that there's way more value here than learning, you know, to count your odds, you know, like measure your odds, and statistically how often should you do this in a position, or like that stuff makes it's kind of nonsense. It does work for some people who get lucky, but mostly these guys that are making these vlogs now, the intention of that is to make money vlogging. And so you can see that it doesn't really matter if they're winning or losing. It matters if you're enjoying the vlog, because that's their job now, not poker. So yeah, they get the money and then they take it to play poker, and then they use that to make a video for you. Well, they're selling you a dream. They're selling you a fantasy. And in today's world, this fantasy is like when I was a kid, we were sold, you know, being a rock star or a movie star. Now you guys are being sold how to market yourselves, and how to, you know, yeah, it's all marketing. I think it's all marketing. It's just all marketing. But the marketers are interesting, and then they're like, now you guys want to be famous vloggers and Instagrammers instead of like good at what you do. So anyway, I've been studying poker from a very different point of view for many, many years. Marley's not the first poker vlogger. Or first female poker vlogger. She's just the first one to market herself correctly. So there you go. What I'm going to show you guys is what's more interesting to me about the game of poker is, well, first of all, it facilitates the human conversation. Someone recently brought up the fact that in my attempt to break down the matrix so everyone can see the lies, I'm just a poker player, so I'm also a liar. But actually have a lot of integrity. And if you think about it, everyone who sits down at the poker table understands that they're playing a game. And they understand that their money is on the table, and they can win or they can lose. Of course, everyone wants to win, but not everyone is gonna win. So there's a different type of strategy you can have if you play poker long enough in like really comfortable situations for you. Like I was able to play many, many tournaments here in Anchorage for free for years before I ever played for money. That's because poker is a huge pastime in Alaska, and they have free games all over the state at little bars. And, you know, you can have some time to practice before you actually put money on the table. The problem is with free tournaments, you don't actually experience what it's really like to play poker with money and other people's money until you actually do it, because when people aren't playing for actual money, they take a lot more risks, they do a lot more stupid shit. It attracts a lot more people who like don't even know what they're doing. They can sit down and learn at the free games, so it's kind of challenging to actually play for money against people like that. So you can only learn so much in a situation that's free. What would really be good is to get some friends together and just play for super low stakes. Like as a kid and as a teenager, we always played for like, you know, dime, nickel, quarters, and then like no one's like hurting because they lost, but yet there's still something involved that makes it valuable enough to think correctly about the process and not just do constant stupid shit because it doesn't matter because you're not actually losing anything. So when I'm in a hand of poker, I'm thinking on really upper level things. Like just for example, you'll always notice like I don't have a bright light shining in my face. That's because I'm super sensitive to light. I'm super sensitive to sound. I'm super sensitive to smell. I'm super sensitive to energy, and that makes me fairly well aware of other people's emotional state. This is what has come to be known as an empath. I've had this my whole life. I didn't know what it was called until I got into like maybe my early 20s, maybe a little before that. I've been studying like what's the word I want? I've been studying metaphysics since I was a kid because my grandma was very psychic and got me interested in things like that when I was young. But it's something I feel like, unfortunately, is like all of us are capable of using our intuition and tapping into this higher source of energy that's all around us at all times, but we're trained not to. We're trained not to use it, and most people are very effectively trained not to tap into those things. And because my family was more aware of this kind of stuff, had been less brainwashed, so to speak, I guess, this is the only thing I can figure, is that, so it wasn't that unusual for me to learn to use this stuff, to learn to, like, you can't rely on intuition. Like, you're not going to know for a fact anything at any given time, but the more open you are to things, the more likely you are to receive higher information. And so it's more like just an opening of the mind to allow these things to come in. Listen, I ramble and ramble and ramble, and that's what I do. Either you're gonna love me and you're gonna subscribe, or you're not, and I'm never gonna see you again. But eventually, if you stick around, you'll get to enjoy my rambling. Really, what I'm trying to teach here about poker is that there's this absolutely vacant market that almost no one is capitalizing on, because everyone's trying to like either live the fantasy life or keep doing their shit job that they hate and just play poker for fun. There's a middle ground, guys. You can make $100 or $200 a day and fucking walk away. And then you can quit doing the job that you don't like to do. This is where I'm coming in to help you guys, okay? Not selling the fantasy. I'm selling you real life. In fact, I'm not even selling it to you. I'm just giving it away. Stay tuned. Subscribe.
Tell him who's dealing.
Right. Ah, yes,
I'm big one to
the
start.
double D.
Okay, 1 and 2 and
I'm
guys.
still the big one.
Good luck, man.
Oh.
Correct.
It's meant to be. It's meant to be.
So, how old are you, JC?
24.
Damn Kenny told us how old he turned last week.
Yeah, I'm 49.
Look at how your chips look so much
Hey.
bigger
Oh yeah,
than
happy
hers.
birthday, happy birthday.
Yeah.
It's a scare tactic.
It's right
Off of
under,
85 now?
It's a skirt.
it's right under that big giant one everyone drives.
You don't look a day past
Yeah.
74.
I'm
Looking forward to it though.
25, huh?
Alright, 200 to go,
You know
guys.
what it is.
2 to go.
You know what it
Very
is,
experienced
Jenny?
25.
It's another market where people are coming in to like make YouTube videos every day that to like think that they're teaching you stuff when they're not. I just watched one today that it kind of really frustrated me. I had to stop myself from making a mean comment because that's useless too. But like someone, I don't want to like call people out. I think that's a cold way of dealing with this medium, but I'm gonna start using names soon. But anyway, there was this video made about whether or not crystals are have actual healing powers. And it's not the crystals themselves that have actual healing powers, but it's the fact that a crystal has an energetic signature, and so do you. So I'm able to use crystals like magnets to find out where people are blocked in the body and then work on releasing that energy from their energy field. It's science. It's a magnet. It's like two magnets rotating against each other. It's not hippy-dippy bullshit. It may not be measurable by science, but it does exist. And anyway, this guy said the word placebo probably 15 or 20 times during the video, and also used the terminology not scientifically validatable, because he researched it for hours. And I just thought, oh my god, there's like 500,000 people subscribed to this guy who think he knows what he's talking about when he doesn't have a clue. And this is pretty much what Teal Swan has done, which her story is totally ludicrous, by the way. If you're falling for that, I'm sorry. That's a whole nother video. But all she does is, research a certain topic, put it together in a lovely little format with lots of visual, interesting things to look at, and there you go. An encapsulation that made you feel like you did your spiritual work for the day. That's not how you evolve and learn and grow. It's really just not. And then, you have people like Jessica Schaub who did the exact same thing as Teal is doing, and it's like someone woke her up to what she was doing, but that wasn't enough to like step back and get a real grip on reality. She decided then to go in a completely other ludicrous direction and start trying to teach people that everything she had already taught them was wrong. It's just insane what's happening on YouTube and in the world, and that ordinary people with no understanding of what they're talking about are getting away with looking like experts. It's happening in literally every single market, from makeup to food to health supplements to poker, of course, and many, many, many other things. I could list them off all day. I could just get on YouTube right now and just list things off all day. All these markets are being capitalized on by people who have learned to understand the marketing process of YouTube, amassing a following, and then having that attention attracted to by brands, or by branding their own thing. Oh, I'll write a book now that I have all these people listening to me, and I'll sell my book, or I'll sell my t-shirt, or I'll sell my services as a spiritual guru, or whatever. Whatever these people are, really all they are is marketers. And it's really challenging to break through, any type of brainwashing, but especially this grossly negligent brainwashing that has been going on since the whole last generation was born, and now that's what they think is real. That's what they think reality is. And they think that in order to succeed in life, now they have to strive to be the best marketer and the best personality, and they're going to get all of their information in little shelled out packages, and they're no longer going to do the inner work that it actually takes to evolve. Because it's hard. It's hard to do the work. It's hard to stop feeding yourself total garbage shit and eat what will clean your body out. And when you clean your body out, then your brain will operate correctly, and that's what's going to wake you up. No amount of book information or information on YouTube that these people have recycled again and 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 again for years and years and years. It's the same shit. Everyone's still asleep, and the world is getting worse as fast as it's getting better. I really think the only way it's gonna change is what has to happen. It's sad, but to me, I don't really care anymore. Like, once you see through the illusion, you just don't care anymore. It doesn't matter if you're in this body or not in this body, but if you're in this body, you should be trying to fix things, not destroy them. And if you're ignorant and brainwashed, it's not your fault, but it is your fault that you're not trying to question why you're doing all these things that you're doing. If you're honest with yourself about what you're doing and you're questioning it every day, and you're actually doing physical things to evolve yourself and heal yourself and impact others positively, not negatively, then you're on the evolutionary process. But it is a process. It is a process, and it does involve getting your body clean, cleaning out your brain, cleaning out your body, getting oxygenated. I'm super duper interested in Wim Hof now. I think what he's talking about is amazing. It's like I haven't broken through to being able to do the cold thing yet because I hate cold, but the breathing is powerful, so he's definitely onto it. And I hope more people like him start coming forward, but you see what happens is these marketers are now flocking to people like Wim Hof to get a little bit of his piece of attention, and they're, instead they could be developing their own whole thing. Like, I didn't become a person who can help other people with healing. Notice I specifically do not call myself a healer, which I'm trying to stop doing that. But because it was ingrained, and it's not how it really is, even though I tell everyone, like, you're the healer, I'm just the assistant. We still tend to call ourselves healers. It's just like a marketing thing. I'm trying to break out of the whole marketing thing, if I can. It's probably almost impossible. But to the best of my ability, I want people to realize that I'm just trying to wake them up. I'm not trying to market to them. But so many people are just trying to market to you, and they are totally asleep. And if more people like Wim Hof went inside themselves to do the work and find their thing, like some of us have done with our lives, like we've gone inside to do the work to become, like I went on my own healing journey to heal myself. That's how I discovered so many healing modalities, that I was then able to take a little piece here and a little piece there and create my own thing. Whereas, someone can be like, oh, I feel like I should be a healer, then they're going to go pay thousands of dollars to learn someone else's technique, aka Reiki or massage or whatever, instead of going inside themselves and finding the gift that they were specifically given to bring to the planet. Everyone needs to fucking start finding their own gift and bring that forward. And if more people were doing that, and less people were marketing, Fuck, you'd have one more poker vlogger on the planet. I can't fucking vlog about poker. What the fuck? Alright, well, here's my game.
I'll too.
It's worth
Oh,
it,
let's
girl.
make a pot. Deal to hand.
You only put one chip out. It's a call.
My fault.
Oh, come on, man. You know better than
Two
that.
black
You've been around
ones.
the
I just
block.
wanted to
Come
get
on.
y'all in here.
Damn it, Danny. Look, you're confusing me, Danny. I have to look twice at my chip like
I
that.
don't even know what the hell
I
happened.
put it in order.
That's why I'm
No
here.
wonder he's colorblind. Look at that shirt.
I feel you, Danny.
I'm
Don't
gonna
worry.
do one of Sandra's move.
Do a Sandra.
Get this over with and get this game
I
going.
almost wore my tie-dye hoodie back. I'm so obnoxious. I was
I
like,
got tie-dye hair.
I love your hair. You need to leave it like that forever, Heather.
They
Your
believe
aces
me
are good.
for a change. Jason.
One time.
Button move.
Bad news.
I
I'm
knew
gonna
you
kill
had
it.
a pair.
We'll parlay, okay?
Denny, I put you in a little bit bigger pair than that.
She can be smart too.
On the whole
Okay.
shallow thing, though, it's in today's society and world, it's real hard to call anybody shallow when that's what's depicted on television and in magazines is what? Perfection.
Yeah.
You don't see a regular
What is
schmegular
it,
girl
Ellen?
with no makeup
600
on and her
more.
hair
800
not
total.
done on the front of a magazine or on the TV screen. So let's keep it real.
I don't
It
even
is
know
all
what a
about
regular
your look
schmegular
at the end of the
girl is.
day.
They don't show no picture of nobody's
Oh,
brain on
you
the
know
cover
the girl
of
next
magazine.
door. You know, did you know just a regular girl that's not trying to.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
Completely. It's just.
Unfortunately,
Check.
that's just how it is because if it wasn't like that, then we wouldn't have reality TV. Just keep it real. I mean, everybody
It's
on
just that I'd
reality
like
TV
to
has their
see,
own
like,
surgeon on
intelligent
speed
guys,
dial.
Like, choose women
It's just like,
over more than their looks.
and yeah, but that's
Wait a minute.
unfortunately
Saying that
that's
culture
winning
where
out.
women choose men
But this is
based
my
upon the amount of money
thing.
in
Holla
their
at
pockets.
me
I know.
when your wife is 63
Is that how we're supposed to do it?
and
'Cause
she
I've been
don't look
doing it
like
wrong.
that no more and
I've
you
been
still
doing
in
it
love.
completely back-assed.
Or better yet,
You just said that.
God
Damn it.
forbid,
Not every guy does
they
that.
get to that point where
By the
going
same
under the
argument.
knife
I'm just
might
saying.
kill you, so
Socially,
there's
that's
nothing we can do. Then it all starts falling
Same
apart.
thing.
women
The
are
woman's
the
looks,
They
the
don't think
woman's
about
looks
that
are
either.
just,
They
are
just
just
think about
as
now.
pronounced as the
don't
man's
crack.
pocketbook. So.
It don't. That's why I ain't getting surgery. I'm older than people think, and I'm a grandma. Proud of it.
I like you.
But I mean, I think that nobody will crack if you live a stress-free life. I don't let nothing bother me. I don't lose no sleep over nothing. Especially if I can't control it, so I'm really not gonna stress about it.
Show it. Show it. Show it.
Go ahead.
Show it.
Ew.
Tilt the board over.
Ew.
Tilt the board over.
Oh, I thought it was
I
on
never
Jack
bluff,
High.
but I.
It will be
My
entertaining.
free ride is almost over,
I know,
damn it.
Nice
100, Jason.
bet.
I know.
Okay.
I know it
Your
was like
presence in
I
the hand
had a
protected him.
feeling that he was just making a stab.
Seriously, what I really want to do is just give you guys like one really legitimate, valuable poker tip per vlog. You deserve it for watching these streams of ridiculousness. Instead of giving a whole bunch of unvaluable information like everybody is doing these days, using lingo and strategy concepts and all this stuff to act like they're poker players when they're kind of, in most cases, actually not making money. Here's a real tip from someone who's been making money legitimately and consistently for several years playing poker. This is a serious, but it's not that serious. This is a good tip. People are going to show you their bluff for one of two reasons. Either they're so fucking proud of themselves that they can't help it, and you should say thank you because that was free information, or they're actually going to do it knowing that you might go on tilt, and then you'll play badly, continuingly to play bad, continuingly to play bad, then you'll continue to play badly and lose money to them. That's what they want. So, when you're in a situation where you think you might be being bluffed and you can't be positive, your whole tournament is on the line or a whole pile of money is on the line. My philosophy is, generally, if I'm not positive and the decision I'm making means a lot, it actually means something, then I'm going to err on the side of caution and wait for a better opportunity. But at that time that it's happening, that I'm not positive that I'm being bluffed, but I think it's a possibility, I'm going to study that person for just a few seconds longer while I act like I'm trying to make a decision. I'm actually just going to be studying them to look for specific things that they're doing, energy that they're giving off, you know, little ticks or something they might be giving off. Who knows what it could be. Thinking about what they're saying and how they're acting, their posture, their attitude. Just kind of get a full picture of them and what they're acting like while this is happening. Because if they do show you the bluff, then you took the time to find out what they act like while they're bluffing. And then you can get them later when they try it again. Remember this, though. If they do show you the bluff and you do feel like you're going on tilt, get the fuck up from the table and walk away. Take a breath. Take a few deep breaths. Deep breathing is really powerful, actually. Take a few deep breaths. Don't sit back down until you're calm. And don't ever, ever go after them to try and get your money back. Stupid. Very bad idea. Chasing your money that someone else took because you're upset about it is a classic way to lose. So, be patient. Wait for your next opportunity. It might be a while before you even see that person again, but you're gonna have stored in your subconscious, because you took the time to study, you're probably gonna get them back later for a lot more than they got from you. Poker tip of the day: don't go on tilt. Sure way of losing money.
But like,
Damn!
I thought it was a good.
I know, I'm like,
That was
I did see
awesome.
a card go over there, right?
What happened last week? Did you
I wasn't willing to risk.
Yeah.
200 got called through.
Yeah.
Use the-
Well, either I
this would be
had it
the
or I was
one
bluffing.
time people-
Might as well get used
I mean,
to
either I'm gonna win or gonna lose.
Free
You
ride,
ran it
though.
out. You definitely ran it out.
Also,
I-
On my big blind, Sandra, really?
Everybody.
Why you gotta be like
Cold
that?
I
blooded.
checked.
Oh, there it is.
I
It
checked.
is.
I think I'm
There
the
it is.
only
Did you?
one who hit the flop. Yeah,
Yeah, I had jacks,
Yeah.
and that was.
not a good river card.
All in?
Any other river card, I'm probably calling.
I had ace queen on the whole board. So.
Sorry.
You, good to know you raised with Jack 8 offsuit.
That's my
Lucky
first one.
hand.
No, it's 8 jack off.
Yeah. This one.
This guy.
This guy!
Oh, we don't.
And I thought you were sleeping on rockets. That's the only reason
No,
I had
hell no.
soft pedal that shit.
No.
Jacks in the big blind.
No, all I needed was a 2 though.
My favorite. A 2? Oh, it was
The 2
coming.
would have given me the
Like
streak.
another 6
Or
cards.
an ace.
definitely.
Question, Crystal.
Ace 4 or deuce. I'm
Chris-
Crystal,
just did.
can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is that how they spell icky in the dictionary, or is there an E in there?
I'm
What
not
word?
sure.
Wow.
That's how you spell it.
Oh, is that how you
That
spell
is the Webster spelling of icky.
it? God, I didn't want to.
I don't even know if icky's in the dictionary.
I didn't
to
even
be
think
honest.
it was.
If bootylicious is in the dictionary, I'm pretty sure.
So how long have you been playing poker?
Probably since 2000.
In the year 2000, what happened that got you interested in the game?
I was watching it on TV.
Really? It seems like the opposite for most people. They get into poker and then they start watching it on TV. It really, like, watching it on TV interested you?
Right. I watched it on TV and I thought, well, if these people can do it, I can play poker also. So it got me interested in that. Also, I didn't see many women playing poker and I thought, well, you know, women can play this game. So I just decided I'm going to start playing it.
What do you like about poker?
I like that everybody's equal.
What other type of things do you like to do besides poker?
I like to walk my dog.
You have a cute dog. I love your dog. She's kind of like the little last child, little joy of sunshine in your life, huh? The late child that came along.
That's right.
I was gonna say.
500. Oh.
Let's run it up. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh, JC pulled it. I'm gonna call him.
That's a bad
Look
sign.
at 'em.
Ben's gonna end up with
These are
money.
some trained seals here.
Yeah. There you go.
500.
Do it.
1, 2.
That's not being edited out.
Just 5.
That will not be edited.
No, edit that
You
out.
don't
Edit
fuck up.
everything that I say or do. I'll check.
We're just gonna edit the whole thing.
There you go. man, pretty much.
There's no show.
It's not. Action 2.
Let's not talk about the show or editing anymore, though.
Yeah, Ben.
I am gonna bet 2K. Like okay, but with a 2 in front.
I like that.
2K18.
I like that.
That's not enough, is it?
No, that's not enough, sir. Got Jack 8 again?
Just for that.
I'm probably bluffing.
Probably.
Look at that beautiful flop.
Oh.
There you go.
My hand paid off.
No queen 10, huh?
I've been having good luck with Queen 10 lately, surprisingly
Me
enough.
too.
I've always
Me
hated that hand
too.
until recently. It's been hitting like crazy.
When he's dealing, I flop it, bro.
There's teamwork. I give him Queen 10 and he wins.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Hey.
So fuck Daniel DeGrom, you know what I'm saying?
Anyway,
He's just that guy.
I don't think I want to.
in his
though.
millions of dollars.
He's shallowness.
Dude, I just don't really,
Okay,
I don't even
embrace
know what,
successfulness.
like, what, it would be,
That's so
every
bad.
time I've even dated someone who had money, it's been weird. I don't like it.
Raise 400.
Max does not make money.
God, I need you to have billions of dollars, not millions
I'm not
of
one of those
dollars.
shallow
Yeah.
people who goes for 6 figures. I want somebody with 7 figures. Jesus Christ.
I need change.
I need a millionaire, not a 100,000-aire.
I was gonna ask for
2
change.
more?
I need a guy
Fuck it.
with 2
Now
commas.
two
Not
commas,
one,
yeah.
not one comma.
Call. Throw me the purple.
What is this one?
That's the special one. You gotta save that
It's
for
like
last.
5,000 on it.
And you
Don't
The
tell her.
denominations are on the
That's the
chips.
big one, girl. Put your glasses on, Sandra.
Yeah,
If
don't
you
tell
look
her.
at the chips,
give
the
it
amount
glasses.
of
It's
the
only one chip.
denomination
One
is
chip, so
on
it's
it.
That's a
called.
big
Oh my
one.
God.
That's the
These are
big
just
one,
broken
girl.
burgers.
Yeah.
Like, what is this
Oh.
thing?
But
What is
you got two pieces of wood.
But since you got threw that one chip in, it was a call anyway. So.
Oh. Check. I thought it was her.
I wanted here, I think.
No, I'm not staying here, buddy.
Oh, we should have brought it.
Yeah, you can come back. You know, I
You got a pair of bottoms to go in?
That's why I wanna stay home and
A couple
get drunk
times
for
over in
$12
there.
and yeah.
That'd be exciting.
Hey, we go having Halloween.
Hey, bro.
Man, you guys are loud.
I'll go in if you like.
You. Wiggly is down there.
Wiggly.
Yeah, Crystal.
Hey,
Crystal.
Kristen,
Girl.
Wiggly.
Squiggly wiggly.
Wiggly Hutchins.
Sir, yes, sir.
I bite her in the ass to pray for Lakshya.
Oh.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Pray for lockjaw.
I just want to warn you.